Okay, now it's time to get the wing in the garage. Let the repair begin. Hi YouTubers. So here we have a 2005 Honda Goldwing GL1800. It's a 30th anniversary edition. Got it for spares or repairs off eBay from local. Problem is it has a misfire. So doing a bit of research on the internet. It could be numerous things. I'm going to start with the basics and then work my way through the bike. Learn a little along the way, hopefully you will too, and try and resolve the misfire issue. Now I did ask the gentleman who I purchased it from what he had done or had done to the bike to kind of resolve the issue. He said it had had a full fuel flush, the bike had been partially stripped. A lot of the cost he paid was for labour, as you can imagine, and for those who are watching this either own a Goldwing or will be about to delve inside the Goldwing. Not for the faint-hearted, but nothing is unachievable. I think with a bit of determination, a bit of patience, and go through things in a methodical way, then anything is achievable and possible. Another good thing is to have the right tools. I've got a Haynes manual for this as well, which came with the bike. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. However, we shall see. So the first thing to do is to do a compression test. Now, the person I bought it off did say the compression test was done and all cylinders were fine. However, for peace of mind, I want to start from a point where it's unknown to me as to what has or hasn't been done to the bike. So I can start doing the easy steps first. It is good to gain the figures for compression as well. It'll give me an indication as to the health of the engine, provided they're all consistent. So that's where I'm going to start, compression test, and then on each of the other stages I'll just keep recording the diary as such as to, you know, how I've managed to fault find and do some process of elimination, starting with easy stuff first. Who knows, I may only get so far and it might turn out to be something really simple, and if that's what it is, that's what it is. But we shall see. So as I say, the problem with it is a misfire. It's quite random when it happens. There's no set sequence. It's not particularly when it's hot, not particularly when it's cold. It has misfired now. I haven't started it up for a long time, and it's constantly missing. When I did pick it up originally, it wasn't missing, and I rode it for a good 15 mile and it was as smooth as can be. And then every now and then it started getting misfiring, but that wasn't because it's warm, because I have started it up since then cold and it misses, and as I say, it's misfiring now. So that's where I'm at. First thing, compression test. Hope you enjoy the journey. See you soon. So things I've done so far. First of all, I've done my compression test like I said. So you can see I took the covers off. These aren't how-to videos, by the way. These are just me going through some sort of methodical approach. So it's not a how-to-do stuff, per se anyway. So I've took the covers off, took the HT leads off, undone the spark plugs, put my compression tester in, and I had good compression on all cylinders ranging from 10 to 11.5 across all 6 cylinders. So that was good. I then tested all the spark plugs and ensured I had a spark, which I did, so I earthed them out to the side. So I had a spark. I checked the spark plug gaps, which were between the 1 and 1.1 mil, which is the spec as per the book. I checked the spark plugs with the correct Enzo NGK BR6s, which they were. So all checks out well on that front. I then proceeded, while the spark plugs were out, to push in the rubber seal of the compression tester tool and just rested it in each spark plug gap or hole, and then turned the engine over, therefore seeing if this got wet with fuel, which it did on all 6 cylinders. So I'm getting fuel and I'm getting a spark, so now I'm at a bit of a loss. However, what I also done was tested the temperature of each of the outlets from the head, and noticed that on cylinder 1 on the other side, so the front right cylinder is cold, so that's the cylinder that's having the misfire for whatever reason. As I say, I'm getting fuel, I'm getting a spark. So I'll do a bit of research now and see if there's anything that throws up on the internet with relation to cylinder 1 being cold, even though I'm getting a spark and fuel. So I'll leave you there and get back with my findings. Well, hello. So after me messaging yesterday about taking the bike for a ride, it actually ran spot on for, as I say, 95% of the time. When I picked John up, I get a bit of weight on the back. Yeah, took it up hills, put it under load. Yeah, went for a really good run. It was faultless. Honestly, just smooth as anything, all the power there. And then 5% of the time just having a bit of a hiccup. So I've took the front cover off now, as you can see, it's just on there. Because the forums were suggesting that you can't get to the coils if it's got ABS, because it's where the ABS pumps are, which I can see. And I'm going to show you in a minute where the coils are. And I just don't see why people say you can't get these coils off if you've got ABS due to access, because there's nothing there that looks overly difficult. Certainly nothing that I've had less difficult tasks, let's put it that way. So let's have a look inside. So we can see there. So it's basically in a triangle. So off to the left there, that one there, that's 1 coil, 2 coil, and then the other one is there. And you can see the HT leads going in the bottom. So to me, this is going to be fairly simple for a diagnosis anyway. So I've just got to swap one of them for one of them, and then swap the HT plugs over if they'll reach. And then I can check to see if I have the same problem on a different cylinder. If I do, then I know one of these coils is knackered, or certainly the one that feeds that particular HT lead. If the problem still occurs on number 1 cylinder when I swap the coils and plugs, then I know it's not the coils and plugs. So a little bit of a process of elimination here. I've just got to hope that the actual leads are long enough. If they're not, I am going to have to try and take these coils off and swap them over so they'll reach. But yeah, this is looking hopeful that I don't have to do this massive strip down that I thought I was going to have to do. Alright, I'll get back to you dilly dilly. Well, what would you know? It's I've just been for a ride out there, trying to McDonald's for my dinner, and then onto the A1. Again, give it a good red lining everywhere I could, ready to give this engine a good purge through. Thinking this could have been the issue, because absolutely ran 100%, not a flicker at all from start to finish. So I've just got to resign myself to the fact that the problem is sorted and keep adding this seafoam. Because if this is the problem, obviously it's clearing it up well. And just live with the fact that if the misfire happens, it's only going to be brief. So let's hope it doesn't happen. But absolutely chuffed to bits with that, because boy did I need a bit of luck this week. It's just sweet as a nut. not missing at all. Under load, all gears, full revs, superb. So I'm just going to put all the front cowling back on. I still had it off just in case. Yeah, so I'll put all the cowling back on. At least I know that if there is a problem with the coil or the plugs, or the leads, sorry, or the coils, I can actually access them, no bother, without going through the top. I've messaged the guy and asked, I've asked two things really. One is, does he still have the tow hitch? I remember when I was there, he said he took it off because it was all rusted or whatever. So, you know, I can clean that up if you still got it. So that would be great. Failing that, I'll have to get one manufactured because I cannot find what the make is. However, I think it'll be easy enough to get one manufactured to drop into the existing framework. And the other thing I've asked is, is there any more paperwork with the bike, any more service history, etc. Just if anything, so I can get a start point. I don't want to start changing all the oils if I don't have to, or the air filter. The air filter is a 3-hour job, which I kind of look forward to, because that means I do have to go into the realms of the bike and start stripping it down to get to that air filter. So if he doesn't come up trumps with any more paperwork, then I will go ahead and strip this bike down at some point to do the air filter. Yeah, for a bit of knowledge and experience of the wing more than anything of working on it. So it will definitely get stripped down regardless. But at the moment, hey guys, I'm just going to enjoy the wing for a while. Dilly dilly and happy Friday.